Hi there everyone. I wanted to create a quick resource video going over our final project. What I am going to try to do in this assignment is to try and make it a little clear what I'm looking for or what I expect of you. Um, Obviously, I want you all to read the instruction document. I spent a lot of time working on that and making sure that that was a way I could assess your learning after the semester adequately and appropriately, but I also recognize sometimes those things are not enough for us to actually get a sense of what we need to do. And I'm going to go over the document quickly in this video to sort of provide you all more context on the final project. So here are the instructions. They are available to you on our class page. To come look at this assignment, these are just the instructions. If you were in my ethics class, there is not a worksheet for this assignment like there is for the ethics one. What I want you to do though is I want you to create a portfolio. So this is not like an academic paper. I want you to create what I call here a creative artifact. And what I mean by artifact is a lot of things. Here I give you some options. It can be a PowerPoint, a Google Slides. You can make a poster for me, so you can make like an informational poster. You could give me a booklet that's like a thing you've created. A Zine is similar to that. You can make infographics. If you want to make a digital portfolio like Canva, and that's where you want to sort of show me all these things, creative multimedia project could be like you could create a video, or if you have access to like a whiteboard like I did that you can write on, that's another really cool way you can complete this assignment. If you aren't interested in any of these options and you have a different idea, just reach out to me so I can prove that format for your instructor. But I importantly want you to have fun and think of a really cool creative way to do this assignment. What's also interesting about this sort of do what you want or choose among these options style is part of what is important in all of these things is that there's human ingenuity, right? That I can sort of see that a person has spent the time to compose these things. Um, and that's a sort of important thing for me as your instructor is to know that you guys spend some time having fun actually looking at these ideas. You have to revisit your own work and explain how each assignment helped you practice a different skill. Then finally, you have to record a presentation. And I need to be able to see a presentation of your artifact, so to say. So your portfolio has to include, for example, discussion 2 and your response to the question, why think critically. You have to include your answer to the discussion question, why it matters, explain what you said, and how that's changed by the course, what critical thinking means to you now. You could do that by having a slide that says, here's what I care about. You could do something like having an infographic, and it could say something like, why think critically? And it could have the information why you think critically. You could have a portfolio where you literally have like a screenshot of your response, and then you write something here about here was how I responded. You could have a video like this on Zoom where you literally go through your assignments and you talk to me and tell me about this project you completed. All kinds of really cool ways you could achieve that goal of looking at discussion 2 and your response to the question, why think critically. You'll do that with Argument Detective 1, Argument Detective 2, Argument Mapping Lab, Getting Precise with Language, The Fallacy Hunt, Causation Case Study, Moral Dilemma Analysis, and then you need to include a reply a peer gave to one of your posts, and also a reply you gave to a peer. I need to see those things. Bring it all together is I don't want you just to spit out those 10 assignments. I want you to, in your recording, integrate those ideas together, right? So it can be a written section, a visual map, a timeline, a comic strip, a voiceover, or any creative format. As long as you answer these 6 questions somehow, you tell me how critical thinking improved, you tell me how your understanding of arguments has changed, you tell me how you think in the work you've done in this class impacting who you are, However it is that you are able to communicate those requirements to me, I like to think I'm a clever man. I will hunt as hard as I can for examples of you doing that to me. That is what I need you to do. Finally, I need you to record your presentation. I need you to walk us through your artifact. I've had students when I did this assignment before who like created a thing that we could pass around the class. And so it wasn't always helpful for them to literally stand and go, here's aspect one, here's aspect two. But I need you to show me in this recording, here are the 10 assignments. Here's the way that my thinking is developed. Here is what I've learned. And I want you to sort of walk your classmates through your artifact. You can record yourself on camera, do a voiceover to slides, or use a screen recording like Zoom, like I'm on right now. And I'd say about 6 to 10 minutes. You don't need to click, here's the slide, click, here's the slide, click, here's the slide. You could say, what I did is I had these presentation slides and I said, bum, bum, blam. For example, here's my answer to the fallacy hunt. Here's a reply a peer gave me, and it shaped my thinking in this way. That's sort of the thing that I'm looking for. Here's what you have to submit. I need a submission of the portfolio. You'll be able to see your slides or your Zine or your comic or whatever you decided to do. I need to have that, and I need to have a copy of your presentation. If there's anything else that goes along with your presentation or your artifact, make sure that I can view those things and that those things are submitted alongside of it. Here are some reminders. You have to include all of these assignments and replies. I need to see a really creative format. I do not want an academic paper. I want you to include a recorded presentation. I want it to be organized and clear. Like, you've had a month to read through these instructions, to ask me questions, and to start working on this project. I need to see a month's worth of effort in it, okay? This class, for the most part, has not been up to this caliber. This is really that big final step, proving after a semester of engaging with these ideas that you are capable and willing to do some of this really hard work, okay? If you have questions, you can reach out to me. I would really recommend reading in detail all of those pages. You've had a month to read through it, and I'm not trying to put you down. I'm trying to say that my expectations are very high, and I expect a very quality product. And also understand that because this is due at the end of the semester, it'll be much harder for me to really thoroughly engage with all 50 of my students' work and give great feedback, and then give you all the opportunity to edit and resubmit your artifacts. So you need to be prepared that you have truly, truly, and commendably completed all aspects of the assignment, because that is what I'm going to grade you on, and there's no assurance that I will be able to be flexible like I have been this whole semester to give you the chance to redo assignments and meet assignment expectations, okay? Please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. I am still a resource for you. And I want this to be super successful. I don't want this to be a gotcha, right? So just keep me in the loop. Let me know if I can help you. Know that my expectations are higher, but that I think you're all very capable of this caliber of work, and that I am excited to see what you produce. Thank you.